So, recent astrology is really giving recession energy, and I think we can explain it. There's obviously lots of little factors that will contribute to this, but these are some of the main points that I think really stand out, especially when it comes to the instability in the stock market and our economy, just worldwide. So, we also have the Sun in Aries, okay, which is of course about battling and wanting to come out on top and win, and that can explain facets of a trade war. We also have Venus retrograde conjunct Saturn, which we haven't really seen since 2007, which was kind of on the edge of the credit crunch or the recession of 2008, where we had a really, really bad downturn with the housing market, with cars, everything was just, it was not good, right? We really struggled through that. And I wouldn't say that we are necessarily in a recession now, but it definitely feels like you have a cost of living crisis. Some people argue that we are in a recession, that we're going towards a Great Depression. I definitely think that Venus retrograde conjunct Saturn is really adding to the recent sort of instability we see in the stock market, especially with trade war. And Venus is about assets, it's about luxury. Saturn is about those boundaries, its constrictions. It's quite literally together like the purse strings. And of course, when Venus is retrograding, it doesn't necessarily want to go direct. It wants to kind of pull back and be a bit more stingy. We also have Uranus in Taurus, okay? Uranus is this planet of originality and freedom, but it's also very shocking, and so it likes to kind of flip things on its head. In Taurus, that second house of income and finances, it's very natural that finances might get fucked up a bit. Of course, the last time we had Uranus in Taurus was 1935 to 1942, right? And from 1929 to 1939, we had a Great Depression. So those years kind of overlapped a little bit with terrible sort of finances, and of course that was very major. It's also important to note that in 2007, just before the credit crunch, we had Mars in Cancer as well, which we also have now. That is moving to Leo this month, thank God for that. But it was in Cancer, where it doesn't like to be. And of course, Cancer is all about patriotism and heritage, and can explain a little bit more about trade wars. All this to say that these very sort of I'm convoluting it down, of course, I'm not being very detailed here, but all this to say the astrology at the moment is definitely contributing to some of the recession energy that we're seeing.